Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katamahyam Tatati Swapatantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Tamsha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Bhashyata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So anybody remembers what we did last class?
I wasn't there.
Okay, whoever was there, I'm asking.
Mataji, I forgot.
No problem. Whoever remembers.
Oh yeah, Mataji, I just remembered. Rama killed Gara and this Dushana guy. You're muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that is right. Manhar, go ahead, dear.
Mataji, I think what happened was like Ravana was doing the plan that he did with Marichi. So Sita saw Marichi, I think.
Yes.
That's how I remember.
Yes, Sita. Ravana happened to see Marichi and he happened to devise a plan with Marichi, isn't it? That's what we discussed. Okay, so who's with Manhar? What is his name?
He's my cousin.
He's your cousin? He's come for holidays?
No, he just came to play with me and he's sitting in the class with me.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Welcome.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. Hare Krishna.
Yes, dear.
9.
Did somebody join you?
It was Manhar's cousin.
Huh? Oh, okay. Good. What is your name, dear? What is your name? Manhar's cousin's name?
His name is Angad.
Angad. Okay. All right. So
that's the monkey. You know the monkey one? Mataji, what page are we on today?
Today I haven't come to the page yet, but we will just first go through what we have to do. Okay. Maybe I don't know. I have to just see which page we can start from. When I start the page, I'll let you know, Mohika. Okay. As far as this class goes, you don't even have to look at the book because I'll be explaining everything. So you don't have to, because ears are more powerful. Okay. So we will go through what we did last time and then we will come back. Okay. So as Manhar mentioned, we talked about Maricha. We talked about, see how Maricha, upon hearing the name Rama, he was becoming greatly fearful, isn't it? His mouth got dried up. He was staring with unblinking eyes. And then Maricha addressed Ravana with folded hands. Oh Lord, if you try to carry out this plan, what is going to happen? It will surely cause your destruction. There is no doubt about it. See, because of your lusty nature and ignorance of Rama's prowess, you're speaking like this. But then Rama's supreme potency, if you are trying to know about it, then, in spite of hearing this, if you're going to act like this, you are acting blindly, and that is going to bring about own destruction. So this is what he's saying. And previously, what did he used to do? He used to wander about in this earth. And that time, in the Dandakaranya forest, what happened was Rama happened to just put one arrow on him and he went 800 miles away into the ocean. That much powerful Rama was. And
I
then
think we
another,
hear from.
and no talking now, let me complete. After that incident, what happened was he happened to accompany and go with two other of his associates, Maricha, and then Rama happened to kill both of them, and Maricha survived, meaning he happened to flee away from the war, and that is why Rama did not kill him. From that time, he's very, very scared. He's very scared of Rama. He's looking at his Rama's profile. He gets really fearful. His mouth will dry up. He doesn't like it at all. And then we saw about the instant where Rama had accepted the life of, he also said, okay, this person Rama, he has a life of a mendicant. Even though he's a Kshatriya, he's now living as a life of a mendicant. And so and the life of renunciation with his wife Sita and Lakshmana. Ever since that time, I'm really fearful of Rama, and I'm just I'm very, very scared to even commit any violence, and that is why I'm here in the ashram. And whenever I see a tree, I remember about Ram. I remember the tree bark that he's wearing. I could see Ram everywhere here. Innumerable number of trees are here, and innumerable number of forms of Ram I'm able to see. And he also comes in my dreams. Whenever I dream, he's coming in my dream also. So he's torturing me like crazy, That's what Ram is doing to me. And my heart actually trembles with fear when I hear about Ram. And I advise you to forget kidnapping Sita. Please don't even think about that aspect of what? Kidnapping Sita. And you be satisfied with thousands of wives you have, isn't it? Save yourself from dignity and fortune and live a life in the kingdom. Enjoy yourself. And Ravana replied, now we must listen. See, I did not come here for your advice, Maricha. Ravana is saying this. And I came just to obtain your help in executing my plan. I don't want to hear any of your advice. And what I'm asking you to do is that you have to become a deer. And you have to become a freckle spot deer. So Sita is attracted on seeing you and she will call out, Rama, Lakshmana, go and fetch this deer for me. And that time, what I will do is I will enter into the house of Sita. And that time, I will kidnap Sita. So you just have to do this act to distract the attention of Rama and Lakshmana. And between, I will take care of Sita. This is what you should do. So like that, we have 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm getting a call.
Mataji, you're muted. You're still muted.
You're muted.
Okay, so what happened? So now we see that Maricha is saying that I am kind of afraid to fight against Rama, but Ravana is saying you don't have any other choice. You just execute my plan. You become a deer, and you just have to go with that. And you try to distract Lakshmana and Rama, and I'll try to kidnap Sita and go away. Make up your mind whether you want to die in my hands or in the hands of Rama. Make up your mind. Then Maricha felt that he would rather die in the hands of Rama rather than Ravana. And Maricha declared, okay, so now flatterers are quite easy to come by, my lord. See, everybody can flatter and say, oh, you're doing a good job, you're doing very nice, you are very good and all that. But then rare is the person who will speak unpleasant words for the benefit of others. I actually spoke unpleasant words. I told about Rama's potency just for your benefit, and you're not able to hear that at all. I don't know. I can't do anything more than this. A minister should always give good advice, and even if uncalled for, especially when the king is misguided. So as a minister, I'm guiding you in a right way, and you are not at all listening. I'm guiding you in the right way and you're not at all listening. I'm certain that both of us will end up dead. So this is for sure. And Ravana was pleased that Maricha was anyways going to accept it. And then he departed to the, and they landed in the Dandakaranya forest near where Rama, Sita and Lakshmana were residing. Upon descending from the chariot, Maricha immediately transformed into a beautiful deer. Okay. So we saw that how Maricha was,
deer, right?
isn't it? Maricha had numerous jewels, like silver spots. When somebody looks at it, it was like silver dazzling in the forest. And this particular deer was so captivating. His mouth appeared like a pinkish lotus flower. Its tail appeared like a rainbow, and its ears was bright blue. So this was the captivating form of the deer. If something is very captivating, we may want to have it, isn't it? So that way, blue ears.
I don't want to have to get
Blue ears, tail was like a rainbow, and then the mouth appeared like what? Pinkish lotus flower. And then dazzling luster, this deer seemed to be illuminating the entire area. Sometimes it nibbled the glass and sometimes it frolicked among the trees, meaning it just went like this to the trees and frolic. Sometimes it was in the surrounding area near where the cottage of Ram, Lakshman and Sita was. At that time, Sita was what she was doing? She was gathering flowers. What was she doing? She was gathering flowers. And then sometimes, so then looking at this deer, seeing that deer, Maricha in the form of a deer, leapt, ran, crouched and turned eager to attract her attention. See, this deer was seriously going in front of Sita Mata just to kind of get her attraction. Oh, like this, like that, like this, like that, coming near, Sita and trying to distract her attention. All the other deers in the area, they fled away because they know that this deer is nothing but, it is a disguised Rakshasa. So everybody looking at that, the scent of this Rakshasa, they happen to flee away. Because they are in the Dandakaranya forest, they are used to demons, Rakshasas and so on and so forth. How they are able to understand that this deer is a Rakshasa is by the scent. I don't.
I don't think.
Yeah, not now. We
Have
can talk later.
less smell.
Hare Krishna. We will talk later, dear, after some time. So now, as Sita stood with eyes fixed, Rama and Lakshmana also beheld the magical deer. Lakshmana knew, isn't it? Last class, what did we see? Lakshmana, he knew. Oh, this is a trick. This is a trick. And he said, this Rakshasa Maricha is capable of taking various animal forms, and just to entice people, he comes to the forest for hunting. I know about him. I really know. He is a very tricky guy. He disguises in various forms and he comes to this forest. And this is what Lakshmana actually told. And then Sita, she interrupted Lakshmana. For her intelligence had already become deluded. We saw this verse, right? From Bhagavad Gita. What was the verse we saw with regards to this? 2.63. Dhyayato? Can somebody say?
Tatavitayam Puspa.
Varun, say this verse.
Yesterday was
So what did I say? You just start contemplating upon it, and what happens after that? You sort of develop an attachment or attraction towards it, and you become so attached that if you don't get it, you really if you want to get it. That I have karma, right? I have this.
Yeah, then you're gonna start getting angry since you're not getting it.
Yeah,
you're gonna want more of it.
Correct. You want more of it, and you become greedy as well after you get it. So the main thing that we need to understand here is the contemplation. Once you start to contemplate and start to imagine what all this particular video game can do for you, or what all this video, how all it can entice you, then you become succumb to it. Then you become addicted to it. And if somebody comes and says, don't do this video game, don't watch this YouTube, you become really angry. You just yell at that person. Don't you have any sense? I just want to relax and stay in my room. And why are you coming and disturbing me and bothering me? Just please move out of my room. You would go to that extent because you are so engrossed that particular YouTube or particular video game has captivated you already. And if somebody is coming to trying to disturb you, you become angry. Are you able to relate it in our day-to-day life? This is what is going on. And here Sita, she fell prey to this deer. And she said, please catch this deer. Please, please. I want this deer immediately. So page number 200, dear Mihika. Such a deer would make a lovely pet for me. I'll just take care of this pet. It's so good, isn't it? And it will provide warm diversion from our dreary forest life. This forest life is so tough. To go through this forest life, we need a companion like this deer. If we have this deer, then nothing. Even if the forest life is it's very tough, even then, no problem. I can manage it. Please go quickly and catch this deer. I will take back with us when we return to Ayodhya. I'll show it to our mothers also. Our mothers will be so happy to pet this particular deer. Please, Rama, I want to play with it. Please. It is so lovely. It has smooth skin. See how smooth it is, like a moon. Oh, my husband, if you can't capture it alive, bring this dead. Kill it and bring it dead for me. I may have this beautiful jewel-like hide for a rug. I can wear it as a rug, isn't it? Because the skin is so soft, just like that of a moon. I can just wear it as I can just use it as a rug. Perhaps you think me a foolish woman. I must have this deer. I have become completely enchanted by its beauty. I've become completely intoxicated by this beauty. This beauty is something unimaginable. So I really want this deer. I want to play with it. I want to cuddle it. I want to have it as a pet. I want to take it to Ayodhya, show it to all of our mothers. They'll be so happy. And we can also pass through this treacherous life of forest, this dreadful forest life, just like that, because the deer is with us. It will be a good companion for us. I want to play with it right now. Please, Rama, go and catch it. Even if you can't bring it alive, bring it dead, no problem. I'll just use it as a rug because the skin is so soft like that of a moon. I would just wear it. I mean, I'll just have it as a rug, use it as a blanket or do something with it. And Rama was very delighted. Why was he delighted? Because in this forest life, Sita is asking for something, isn't it? You'll be so happy to fulfill that desire of Sita because she's been going through such a lot of trouble. It's not easy, isn't it? Somebody is going through this forest life. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. And when Sita is asking such a, with such delightment, Rama was feeling so happy. Yes, I have a chance to fulfill Sita's desire. And he too was captivated by this mysterious deer's beauty. He told Lakshmana, Sita is enthralled with this deer and I must bring it for her. Look at its tongue. It's like a flame lightning from a cloud. Nowhere is such a deer found. I can't see it anywhere in this world. This deer is so captivating. This deer's splendor will cost its life. I will make a carpet of the spotted golden skin so Sita and I can enjoy sitting together upon it. See, he's even going to the extent of going to capture and kill it and making it a sort of rug for them so that they both can sit upon it. As you say, this deer is actually Maricha. Then killing it will be beneficial for the rishis and residing in this forest. O Lakshmana, stay here with the bow in hand until I return. Keep watchful over Sita. So Rama is saying, if this is Maricha, then killing it is good, isn't it? We can we can use it as a rug. At the same time, we can also save the rishis in the Dandakaranya forest because of this demon. So either ways, it's going to benefit us. So what I will do, I will go ahead and capture this deer. Between you, watch Sita. This is what I want you to do. Can you please do this? Are you all able to understand, kids? I want you to pay attention to the story. And in how
So
many
the deer
minutes?
is kind of like luring Rama in so that like there's nobody like protecting Sita.
Correct, correct. So now why is Rama thrilled about it? Because Rama wants to fulfill the desire of Sita. Sita is asking something. That too in the forest, she wants something. And Rama is very happy. Yes, I have an opportunity to please Sita now. And let me do it to go and please Sita. Let me go and capture this deer and try to please Sita. See, it is so soft. The skin is so soft. And Lakshmana is saying this is Maricha. So even if we kill this deer, there's no problem because all the rishis will be so happy because we killed this deer. Rama took up his sword, bow and two quivers, whereupon Maricha suddenly vanished from sight. So as soon as he took up the bow and everything, Maricha absconded. As Rama entered the forest, the deer ran once again, came into view, and ran away swiftly while frequently looking backwards. Like this, it is turning back and seeing, oh, who's coming at the back of me? Is Rama chasing me? Is Rama having his bow and arrow on me? So like that, he's just swiftly moving here and there at the same time, being watchful of what is happening backwards. Again, the deer came close to Rama. Now understand, imagine the scene. Are you all imagining what is happening here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji. I was imagining that
Good,
like
good.
this
Very
one
good. That is what I want
person
you to do.
who's like, oh, this guy's gonna kill me.
Yeah, exactly. Varun, are you on? I'm not able to hear you.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, good. Please listen, kids. I all want you all to listen. Those on video, no problem. But those not on video, I really want you to listen. Govind, Mihika, hope you're all listening. Okay, good. So in this way, again, the deer came close to Rama as if tempting to capture it. As Rama rushed towards the deer, it disappeared from sight. Imagine, he's trying to go and catch this deer and this deer is absconding. In this way, Maricha lured Rama far away from his cottage. So what his plan is now is, imagine kids, he's taking Rama far away from the cottage so that when when Ravana is there, he can actually capture Sita and go away. He doesn't want Rama to be in the vicinity of the cottage. Okay. So he's taking him far away as much as possible. That's why he's running hither and thither. Confused by the deer's puzzling movements, Rama felt helpless and frustrated. He was confused. Oh, this deer is kind of frustrating me. Something is going on. Finally, feeling exhausted from the chase, Rama rested for a while beneath a tree. Then once again, the deer suddenly appeared close by. However, just when Rama rose to capture it, the deer mysteriously vanquished. He was so exhausted. Oh my God, Are Babre, what's going on? We'll just sit here near the tree. Like that, he felt so exhausted and sat down the tree. And then just again, the deer came near him to captivate him and he just vanished again. Out of frustration, Rama gave up the idea of trying to capture this deer alive. I'm not able to capture this deer alive. It's just quite impossible because it is doing all these puzzling, crazy movements. I can't capture it alive. Thus, when it next appeared at some distance, Rama pulled out a blazing arrow of Lord Brahma and released it to kill these deer. What did he do? He's taking the arrow that was given out by Brahma and trying to kill the deer. Maricha jumped high, trying to avoid Rama's arrow, but it pierced its heart. Maricha is now going to die. Nonetheless, as Maricha fell to the ground, mortally wounded, he assumed his real form as a Rakshasa. Then, remembering Ravana's instruction, Maricha imitated Rama's voice and called out in great distress, "Oh Sita, oh Lakshmana." He remembered because Ravana gave him this instruction, isn't it? What was the instruction of Ravana? Ravana said, when you are being attacked, you should call out in distress as if it is Rama speaking, because then Lakshmana will start coming towards taking care of Rama. So that way Lakshmana will also go out and now Sita will be all alone. At this time, I will capture Sita. This was the plan devised by Ravana. No, Govind, no, not distracting. It is distracting. Last two classes, you are doing a lot of things, Govind? Not a good idea. Are you all clear, kids, what happened so far? So this will be another question that I will be asking. What did Maricha do to get the attention of the rest? What did he do? And how did he die? Are you clear with that? If not, let me know.
Yes.
Okay, Govind said yes. How about others? Are you all okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So Maricha now gave up his life, and upon hearing his call, Rama became dejected, wondering, what will Sita and Lakshmana think? A terrible fear entered Rama's heart, and he rushed back to the cottage. He understood this is something is going to happen terribly now, because why is this guy calling out the name of Sita and Lakshmana? Meanwhile, when Sita heard the voice of Maricha, he thought Rama was crying for help. And in panic, she turned towards Lakshmana, urging, go quickly to Ram and find out what has happened. That was Ram crying out for help. He needs you, Lakshmana. Lakshmana, my heart is throbbing and I can hardly breathe. I'm not able to breathe. Please, I think the Rakshasas must have overwhelmed Rama. Please, Lakshmana, go and take care of Rama. I could hear the voice of Rama screaming. I'm not even able to breathe. My life is in danger. I mean, that sense, I'm just crying. I feel Rama is crying out and he needs help. Please, Lakshmana, go and take care of him. With Rama's order to guard Sita firmly, Lakshmana did not move away. What did Rama say? Take care of Sita, watch over Sita. And he dutifully performed that job. And now Sita is asking him to go and take care of Rama, when in fact it was not Rama. His seeming indifference upset Sita even more, impelling her to chastise Lakshmana with harsh words. When Lakshmana was not moving away, she went to the extent of chastising Lakshmana. Why do you just stand here? Do you want Ram to die? It is now becoming evident that you are merely the enemy of your elder brother. You are a disguise and a friend. You are an enemy, but you are disguised like a friend. I think you wish to die. So you wish Rama to die, so you may enjoy me as you like. This is what you think. So how cruel isn't it? How disappointing isn't it to hear such harsh words, especially when Lakshmana is so protective of Rama, ready to do anything. He doesn't sleep through the night. He's so watchful, guarding for Rama. And now, see what happens. See, in emotion, you can just talk anything, isn't it? Sita was having this emotion and anger, because of which she spoke the way she spoke. In anger, what happens? Our mind is deluded, isn't it? Our intelligence is completely lost. And Sita is exhibiting that. That is why when we are angry, it is better to keep silent rather than saying something. And here, what is Sita saying? This is a question that I will ask you. What did Sita say, Lakshmana? She said to Lakshmana, you are an enemy, but you are disguised as a friend. You want Ram to be killed so that you can enjoy me after that. This is what she told. How painful to hear this, isn't it? How painful Lakshmana would have felt when he heard this from Mother Sita. He considers Sita as her mother.
So, like, is there a Kahoot today?
Who's this?
Mataji, this is Suraj.
Suraj. We have never had Kahoot. We only ask question and answers.
Okay, I must have confused with the
Yeah, you are really, really terribly confused. Okay, so are you clear, kids? So I'll be asking this question. What did Sita, Mother Sita, say to Lakshmana? Okay, are you clear on that? I think you wish Rama to die and so you can enjoy me. Otherwise, you will surely rush to rescue him. Isn't it? You are not able to rescue him because you just are sitting like this even after hearing Ram's cry. Go quickly, Lakshmana. What is the use of me remaining alive and safe while my husband is in danger? What is the use of me being alive if my husband is in danger? What is the use? What's the point? As Sita sobbed and trembled with fear, Lakshmana replied, try to control yourself, mother. Rest assured, no one can harm Ram. No one in this world can harm Ram. Neither the Rakshasas, Indra, or nor the demigods can harm him. I am convinced the voice you heard was the trick of Maricha, made to frighten us. Ram has ordered me to protect you, Mother Sita. Please understand, I am here to protect you. Therefore, I must stay here and obey him. Please, Mother, understand. Are you able to understand? I must protect you. Ram's order is that I watch over you. And I know this is a trick of Maricha. Don't be boggled down by it. Please, Mother, listen to me. Please calm down yourself. Sita was now almost deranged with anxiety, and Lakshmana's words aroused her anger even more. She was not in a position to listen to what Lakshmana has to say, because she was thinking minute by minute, Ram's life is in stake. Ram is dying. How can she be quiet? This was her mind telling her that Ram is in big trouble. Somebody go and capture, help out for Ram. This was what her mind was telling. And she was just going by the words of her mind. She was not able to listen to what Lakshmana was to say. In fact, the words that Lakshmana spoke angered Sita more. Her eyes red with rage. Sita raved, "You shameless, wicked man! I think you are enjoying Ram's misfortune. This is what you're doing. Otherwise, why would you speak so casually as if nothing is happening? You have been pretending to be your elder brother's humble servant. You're just pretending, Lakshmana. The real reason you have accompanied Ram to the forest was to look out for an opportunity to kill him and fulfill your lofty desires to enjoy me. Perhaps you are Bharata's agent. In case you will never obtain the fulfillment of your sinful desires. Never will that happen. You will never obtain that fulfillment of your sinful desires. Do you think I would accept you after having been the wife of lotus-eyed Ram? I would rather die. Indeed, without Ram, I can't bear to live without him for even a moment. This is my status. Sita's words pierced Lakshmana. Lakshmana was trying to tolerate. How much can a person tolerate? She's going on telling him as if Lakshmana was going to enjoy Mother Sita. When he considers Sita as his mother. So how will one consider him as a wife? Isn't it? But Sita is saying, you are Bharata's agent. You want Rama to be killed and then you want to marry me and enjoy me. This is what is your plan. And that's why you're casually saying all these statements. This is not right. She spoke with rage. She spoke with her eyes red. She's calling him a shameless, wicked man. She's telling him he's in disguise as a friend when in fact he's an enemy. And he's just acting as Ram's humble servant when in fact he's not at all. Sita's words now started to pierce Lakshmana as if they were sharp arrows. With folded hands, the horrified Lakshmana replied, "My dear princess of Mithila, you are like a deity to me. You know deity? Deity means worshipable God." Yeah, Shiva, you're right. Worshipable God. You pay obeisances to the deity, isn't it? So he is considering Mother Sita as his as his deity. Thus, I cannot speak harshly in response to you. I know that it is nature of women to create trouble and discord between friends. So nature of women, they get emotional. If you look at women in your life, they are so emotional. They just automatically become so emotional to anything that they see around them. So that is the nature of a woman as such. And he is telling, I know the nature of the woman is to create trouble and discord between friends, meaning between friends, they can just do some tricks and trades. Indeed, women are so fickle also, and they are hard-hearted that they become obsessed with some desire. They give up the sense of morality. So if they want something, they just give up the sense of morality. Is it good or bad? They don't consider all that, and they are fickle-minded, meaning they don't have a stable mind. O daughter of King Janaka, you have goaded me with sharp words, so I will go to Ram as you demand. These words that you have told me, they are so sharp. I can't stay here any longer. I will go and take care of Ram. However, because I see terrible omens foreboding great evil. I fear that when I return with Ram, you will no longer be found here. I see terrible. See, every time when something bad happens, they are able to see terrible omens, some bad omens. And Lakshmana is really predicting the scenario. He's saying, Sita Mata, when I come with Ram, you're not going to be here because I see these terrible omens in here. It is not going to be nice. With great agitation, Sita said, if Rama is killed, then I shall jump off the cliff and drown myself or take a poison. I would rather die than being touched by another man. So she's telling, I will die. If Rama is not there, I will jump off the cliff or I'll take poison. I'll drown myself. I can't be without Ram even for a moment. And I would rather die rather than being in the company of another man. Inflamed with rage by Sita's harsh words, Lakshmana was torn between duty and his inner desire to see Rama. Thus, as Sita continued to malign him, speak harshly to him, Lakshmana reluctantly departed. Very reluctantly departed because his order is to follow Ram's instruction. And now Sita's piercing words cannot tolerate it anymore. He's not getting angry or agitated. Still, he's calm. He says it is the nature of the women to be like this. And Mother Sita has this nature because she is this woman. She's getting emotional, thinking her husband is in trouble, and she's speaking these harsh words upon me. I'm not going to retaliate or talk anything harsh back to her. I am controlled. He is controlled in his senses. The senses are not controlling him. But Sita, she has lost her composure because her intelligence is bewildered. The memory is completely lost. She's anger. And now that anger is going into ignorance. And because of that, she's speaking so much harshly to Lakshmana. And what all she spoke, upon hearing it, Lakshmana could not tolerate it any further. Anybody cannot tolerate it, isn't it? If you are in that situation, you will probably revert and start chastising Mother Sita. But Lakshmana was keeping his calm temper, and very reluctantly he left the place. He says, these omens are there, the bad omens I'm seeing. It is it's telling me that if I'm going to come back from Rama, at that time you will not be here. And then for that also Sita is saying, if I'm not able to live with my husband, or if I'm going to see my husband die, then I will fall off the cliff or take poison or drown myself. I can't even live without him for a moment. And dressed in saffron cloth, his hair tied in a knot on top of the head, wearing wooden sandals and carrying an umbrella over his right shoulder and a staff and water pot in his left hand, Ravana came before Sita in the guise of a wandering mendicant. So now, because Lakshmana reluctantly departed, now Ravana is waiting for this opportunity. Yes, dear.
Why did Lakshmana go with Rama?
No, he didn't go with Rama. Remember, Rama actually went first. Rama went first, and then he tried to.
I know, I meant like with Lakshmana.
Lakshmana, why did he go?
Yeah.
Because Sita was troubling him with harsh words. He reluctantly only went. He was asked to safeguard Sita, but Mother Sita is chastising Lakshmana. She's saying, if you want Rama to die, isn't it? That is why you're staying here and you're casually making the statement. After Rama dies, you want to enjoy me? Is that why you are here? And you are a wicked person. You are in disguise like a friend when in fact you are our enemy. You are Bharata's agent. You want to enjoy me, and that's why you're not moving away from this place. When Lakshmana happened to say something to her, like saying, oh, this is Maricha trying to call out the name of Rama, you should not be intrigued by it. She's getting even more angry. You are a wicked person, shameless guy. Why are you doing this? Don't you have any sense to actually go and help out for Ram when in fact he is crying out in despair? Any brother, would he do it in his real senses? What are you doing, Lakshmana? Why are you here? Why are you not budging out from your place? Don't think that I will marry you. I cannot live without my husband even for a moment. The minute I hear Ram is dead, I'm going to commit suicide. I'm going to fall off the cliff or drink poison, or I'm going to die. Please, Lakshmana, go and take care of Ram. Then, see, Lakshmana's duty was to protect Sita, but Sita is just chastising him so much like this, and he could not bear that insult. Or, he could not bear the sharp words. It is like sharp arrows piercing his heart. He felt so bad. What is going on? Why is Mother Sita not able to understand? He told her, see, I'm seeing bad omens. I'm seeing everything is not going in the right direction. When I go and look out for Ram and when we both come together, Mother Sita, you won't be here. This is what I feel. This is all trick of Maricha. Please understand and listen to me. She's not ready to listen. She's completely bewildered and she's completely lost her intelligence, thinking her husband is in great trouble. She's speaking these words. Her senses are, she's being controlled by her senses here. Are you clear, Varun?
Yes, Mataji. I
Okay.
understand.
Yeah, this is the reason why Lakshmana very reluctantly went out of that place. And then Ravana, he was waiting for the right opportunity, isn't it? He was like, yes, I got an opportunity now to go and capture Mother Sita. And Ravana appeared at her doorway. So he was dressed. How was he dressed? He was in saffron cloth and he tied his hair like a mendicant. He tied his hair around the neck and he was wearing wooden sandals and he was carrying an umbrella, like whatever a mendicant would do, he was doing. And he was having a water pot in his hand. And Ravana came before Sita in disguise, just like that to her. He was standing in front of her cottage. And Sita, she was shedding tears in Rama's absence. And Ravana appeared at her doorway. Out of fear, the wind ceased blowing. The leaves on the trees in the forest stopped fluttering. The waters of Godavari became hushed. While chanting Vedic mantras, Ravana approached Sita. As he stared at her, his heart became pierced with Cupid's arrows. He became so much captivated by looking at Mother Sita. She was so beautiful that he became completely captivated. Then, hoping to charm her, Ravana spoke to Mother Sita. Who are you, oh lovely lady, residing all alone within this terrible forest? Who are you? You look so beautiful. Who are you, dear? Why are you here in this forest all alone? Are you the goddess of modesty? Are you the goddess of fame, Kriti? Are you the goddess of mystic prowess, Bhuti? Are you the goddess of love, Rati? Who are you? You look so beautiful. Who are you? Perhaps you are Lakshmi herself, isn't it? Now bereft of the lotus flower. It looks like that. Your smooth white teeth are like a row of jasmine buds, and your dark eyes, they resemble the bumblebees hovering here and there, and your face is looking like that of a lotus. Your thighs are tapered and graceful, like the trunks of the elephants, and your hips are rounded and ample. Your firm, abundant breasts seem to touch each other. Your nipples are pointed and prominent. Beneath them is the waist so slim, and your index finger is circled perfectly. No mortal celestial woman can equal your beauty, which has ravished my heart like a swelling river that floods its bank. So Ravana is trying to describe the beauty of Mother Sita here. He's just questioning whether you are a goddess of Kriti, or whether you are goddess of mystic powers or goddess of fame or goddess of modesty. And he was describing how beautiful she was. And then he's saying, oh, dark-eyed lady, why do you remain here when you prosper everywhere? You can go and live a life anywhere because you look so beautiful. You can prosper anywhere. You reside in a place adorned with finest dresses and jewels, attended by countless servants. You can have that, isn't it? You can have countless servants at your disposal. You can have the richest place. Are you wife of one of the Rudras, Maruts, or Vasus? Oh, smiling one, choose a worthy husband and leave this jungle. And, there are ferocious animals here. You should just choose a very nice husband who can provide you all the riches and just get off from this forest. Even though addressed so boldly, Sita offered her guest a proper reception, not wishing to offend a Brahmana. See, this Brahmana was talking more than what he should, isn't it? She understood that, but she did not want to offend a Brahmana, because offending a Brahmana is not at all a good idea, isn't it? It's not in alignment with the scriptures. And so she wanted to treat her guest very nicely. After offering him a seat and water to wash his feet, Sita gave her guest a meal and explained, "Dear sir, my name is Sita. I am a daughter of noble-minded King Janaka of Mithila. At, at the age of 9, I was married to my beloved husband Rama. Later, at an urging of his wife, my father-in-law, King Dashrath, he installed his son Bharata as an apparent heir, banishing Rama to the forest for 14 years. Please tell your name and ancestry and why you have come here to the Dandakaranya forest." So she's asking Ravana now. She's telling about herself. See, she's the daughter of Janak Maharaj, and she is married to Rama at the age of 9. When did Mother Sita marry Ram? At the age of 9. And then how Dashrath Maharaj happened to,
Age of 9. The age of 9 is way too young, Mataji.
Dashrath Maharaj, what he happened to install Bharat on the throne, and he happened to send Ram to the Dandakaranya forest for how many years? 14 years.
14 years. How long has it been so far? How many years?
I'm not sure, Aditya. We need to check out. Your good question, but yeah, good. I'll try to find that out.
Okay.
Yeah. So please tell me your name. And now she's asking Ravana, what is your name? Can you please tell me that? No longer able to control his emotions, Ravana excitedly replied, "I am Ravana, king of Rakshasas." See what all he's explaining now. Let's see what's going to happen. And then question answers. Okay, even great demigods tremble at the mere mention of my name. O faultless, beautiful one, now that I have seen you, I can never again take delight in my innumerable consorts. My dear Sita, become my principal queen, and you will have 5,000 maidservants awaiting your command. Leave this forest and enjoy with me in the beautiful gardens of Lanka. Hearing Ravana, Sita became enraged. She contemptuously replied, "I am completely devoted to my husband Ram, who's steady as a rock, as grave as an ocean, and shelter like a banyan tree for me. I am devoted to him, who's mighty armed, broad chest, and his face resembles like that of a full moon, and he is self-controlled and a virtuous person. Rama is a lion among men, and you are like a jackal who want to possess a lioness. You are like a jackal. Would you dare to touch the sun or lift the Mount Mandara? Would you pierce your eyes with a needle or carry a blazing fire in your garment? Would you attempt to swim across the ocean with a boulder tied to your neck? Then why dare consider running away with Rama's wife? Rama is a Garuda and you are a crow. Rama is the ocean and you are a small puddle. Rama is a nectar, you are gruel. He is the sandalwood and you are a mud. He is gold and you are an iron. Rama is a swan and you are no better than a vulture. You may kidnap me, but as long as Ram lives, you could no more enjoy me than a fly that folders in ghee. Although speaking boldly, Sita was shaking with fear. Thus, to further intimate her, Ravana said, "Listen, my lovely lady, I am half brother of Kubera, lord of wealth. After vanquishing him, I took away the Pushpak chariot, and now he hides near Mount Kailash. The demigods, see, I am brother of Kubera. What did I do to him?" He's saying he took away his Pushpaka chariot. Pushpaka chariot belongs to Kubera. And because of fear, Kubera is now hiding in Mount Kailash. All the demigods, they're all afraid of me. Like how all of them, they tremble in fear if they see me. Forget Rama, he's just a mere mortal, doomed to perish soon. Come with me and enjoy the heavenly delights. I passionately earn for you, don't disappoint me. So he's thinking Rama to be a mere mortal. And that is why he's not scared. He's saying all the devatas, the demigods, they are all trembling in fear upon seeing me. What about this mere mortal Rama? He can do nothing to me. You just come and enjoy the richness that I have to offer. You will have 5,000 maidservants at your disposal. And I have a big kingdom. You can enjoy and become the principal queen. Even though I have innumerable number of queens, you will be the principal queen amongst them. How is the proposal looking? Isn't it good? come with me. Come on up. And that is when Sita starts to chastise Ravana and saying, you are an iron, Rama is a gold. Rama is a nectar, you are like that. Rama is a sandalwood, you are a mud. Rama is nectar and you are gruel. And if you kidnap me, Ram is not going to leave you. So as long as Ram is alive, nothing can happen to me.
Mataji, what is gruel?
Gruel means not a good thing. Like nectar is so nice, isn't it? But gruel means looking so bad and stuff like that.
Okay, so it's like
They're like poison.
Okay.
Poison. Okay. Gruel is poison. Is that what it is, Mihika? Dictionary
No,
meaning?
it's kind of like it's not like that much pleasant. Something that's not pleasant.
No, gruel is like very difficult, hard, grueling.
I
And
must
something's
search
grueling to
it.
do.
Okay. Adya has that English dictionary word. Okay. Okay. Now we'll go to question and answer session. Just one by one. Lift your hands up and we can try to do the question and answer. And don't leave yet. Okay. It is not at all good idea or manners to leave before the class gets ended. We'll have 10 more minutes and then we will adjourn after that. So now, initial part, okay, what was going on with Maricha and Ravana? What did they discuss? And what did they come to a conclusion upon further? Mihika, go ahead. No, it's in mute.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, maybe we can go with Govind. Go ahead and say the answer. And
the answer was Ravana said, you follow my answers. Don't follow anything else. And he followed. He doesn't want to follow it, but Ravana actually he said, you want to die from my hand or Rama's hand? And Marichi chose Rama's hand, and that's what. But what Ravana said, you will be a golden deer, and you will be front of Sita's house.
Okay, that's good. So, do you want to explain the story? What is the plan of Ravana, Mihika?
Okay, Mataji. So basically, what was that? Ravana, like after Surpanakha told him that like how Sita was and all the description about her, he became very lusty and he said, Maricha, what Gopal just said, like go and become a golden deer, and you have to attract Rama and Lakshmana. First Sita, so that she's influencing Rama to try to capture you, and you have to take Rama away from the cottage, and then you have to shout when Rama catches you. You have to shout, "Oh,
Yes.
oh Sita and oh Lakshmana,"
Wonderful.
so that Lakshmana Lakshmana and Sita will think that Rama is calling for help.
Correct.
Even though it's actually Maricha, which will cause Lakshmana to come, and he will leave Sita in the cottage alone, and both of them will be.
Wonderful. Thank you, dear. Good job. Okay, now Varun. Sorry, we'll go with Aditya first. Aditya, what about Lakshmana? What was his feeling? What was going between Lakshmana and Sita?
So he felt like there were very harsh words that Sita was speaking.
What are some of the harsh words you can tell?
She said that like Lakshmana was a fake brother, and he actually was plotting to like kill Rama and make sure that he was dead so he could enjoy Sita. And then he thought that those were very extremely harsh words, and he told Sita that it's a woman's thing to get emotional and stuff and try to protect, except he was only there to protect Sita, and he was following the order of Rama.
Yes. So now, Varun, what about so what was going on between Rama and Maricha?
Rama and Maricha.
Mm.
So Maricha, basically Maricha was like he was sitting down. He was doing a bunch of things like because Ravana wanted him to captivate Sita, but Maricha was doing a lot of things. And then Rama, he was like Rama was like, oh, Sita, she really wants this, but but it is very dangerous to go and get this golden deer. But Maricha kept like captivating Sita, which made like Rama like he had to do it. And Maricha was like, even though like Rama knew capturing Maricha was like very dangerous.
No. So, Rama was happy to fulfill the desire of Sita because Mother Sita.
Because her mother Sita was Lakshmi.
No, mother's not Lakshmi, dear. I'm talking about in the forest. She had a desire and he was so happy to fulfill the desire because Rama thought that she was going through so much difficulty, so we can do something to please her.
Rama wanted to please Sita.
Yeah, so that's why he thought he will go and capture the deer alive. But then he was saying, Lakshmana knew it is Marich, right? So he's thinking, even if I can't capture, I will kill it. And when I kill it, then we can maybe sit in the rug. Sita and I can sit in the rug because this deer is so soft. I can sit in the rug with Sita. Like that he was thinking, because that way, even if we are killing, it is only the deer that I'm killing.
Yeah.
Okay, Shiva? What all this deer was doing to Ram? What all did the deer do? What all actions did the deer perform?
It like twisted and got Rama to come and capture it.
Yeah, it was going hither and thither, moving. Every time Rama tries to capture him, he just goes away. And that's when he thought he can't do it alive. He can't capture it alive. So he wanted to kill it. And when he killed it, what did the deer say?
It said, "Oh Sita, oh Lakshmana."
Very good. To attract who?
To attract Lakshmana.
To attract Lakshmana, so that he comes away from protecting Sita Mata. And so what was this Sita? I mean, anybody else? Did I miss?
Can Govinda answer the next one?
Oh, you didn't say, Govind?
I said, but can I say another question?
Oh, another question. Okay. And okay, this is a very simple question. Who was Ravana's brother? What was his name? Anybody want?
Ravana's brother. Kuvera.
Good job. And from Kuvera, what did Ravana snatch? Varun. What did Kuvera? I mean, from Kuvera, what did Varun? I mean, what did?
Wait, was it? Can I answer?
Okay, go ahead, Aditya.
Was it the chariot?
Yes, Pushpaka chariot. And Varun, are you listening? Varun, are you there?
Yeah.
No, this is Aditya.
Did you listen, dear?
Yeah.
No, you're not able to answer many questions. Can you please concentrate going forward?
Yeah.
Okay. So now another question, simple question. So was Sita convinced about Ravana? How many maidservants did Ravana say Sita Mata will have?
5,000.
5,000, right? And he will become one of the which queens?
The
principal queen, even though he has so many.
So many queens. He has innumerable number of queens, but Sita Mata, she will become one of the principal queens. This is what is the thing. Aki, who is Aki? Who wants to answer, Aki?
I don't know. Akshara?
Aki. Who's that? Do you want to answer?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Can you give me an easy one?
Yes, I'm giving an easy one. How can you describe some of the features of how Ravana came dressed as? How was he looking, and what was his? I mean, how did he look? As soon as somebody looked at him, then what would you feel like?
He was having an umbrella. He was wearing with sandals, and he was like
Wooden
wearing
sandals.
yes, and he was wearing just some kind of dress.
Mendicant, dress of a mendicant.
Yes.
Saffron cloth.
Yes, that's what he wore.
Yeah, and then he had an umbrella and water pot on his hand, right?
Yeah.
So this is how he looked when he came to Mother Sita. Very good job. And I think pretty much we covered everything. And why was Sita behaving? How was she behaving to Ravana initially?
Can I say this one? Can I say?
But Govind, you answered. Mihika, do you want to say, like, how was he behaving initially to this Ravan? Initially, what was the reaction like?
So like how was Sita behaving to
Yes.
Rava?
Yeah.
So she was like in the beginning she was like nice and she was like asking, and then when Ravana said that he's going, like he gave the offer, she became like she begins chastising him and became a little like like a bit rude kind of.
Correct.
Because she was like
initially she was seeing him as a Brahmana, and hence she didn't want to offend a Brahmana. Even though Brahmana, see, a Brahmana wouldn't say the beauty of Sita, right? The beauty of Sita, Mother Sita, was described by Ravana, and she was like, no Brahmana will describe how beautiful I am, but this Brahmana is talking about my beauty. She was kind of bewildered, but she didn't say anything because she didn't want to offend a Brahmana. But then when he started telling about who he was, that time she became really mad, because obviously she can't be without Ram even for a moment, and he is planning to kidnap her and take her away to Lanka, which is what he's proposing. Very good job, Mihika. So I think we can end the call today. So all of you all play obeisances and then you can leave the call. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय. श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय. श्रीमद् रामायण की जय. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Bye.
Bye.